Turbotrading with head trader Robert Knight, MBA.
Okay, we're going to do a video here on a concept of buying the dip, trading the trend. This is RNAZ. It was a new issue done at 4 back in early July, popped to 7, and then sold off and then declined. But today, well, I suppose yesterday was the start of the turnaround, but today, huge volume popped on news, drug news, or trial news on breast cancer, I believe it was. And big spike. So from 275 to a high of 528, now 474. So let's have a look at the trade here. And so the strategy is to add to dips, add on dips in a rising channel or in a rising trade, and not to add if the stock, if it's a downtrending channel. If it's a downtrending channel, then you're just adding a liquidity for the sellers, giving them a place to sell to, and then you become the bag holder. So let's have a look at what that means. So this morning, the stock popped and was in this rising channel like this. And so we did trade this. It was in our watch list, entry around 320, popped to 4.25 area. And then it backed off and it actually got whacked. It had this huge engulfing bearish candle and started to go down. So now it's a bit too early for it to give us any kind of trend. This shook a lot of people out, and I did say, especially when it bounced back up to resistance, that was the end of the trade. And from there it traded back to the high of the pre-market high just before the opening. So there was an opportunity there maybe to get back in, but you don't know. This could have just kept going. But it did turn around. And so when it did turn around, it gave you this new channel line. And we don't know if, this could have been the top of the channel here, but as in hindsight, this is probably the channel line, something like that. So we see, so it does, now it is started to trend. We can see you can join the dots here and here. So when this stock, it double topped up here at this high of the 440, double topped up in there, so triple top, gave you, that would have been an indicator to sell because it failed to go and backed off. But you can see here it holds the trend line. So here's your dip buys. You could buy it here and here, holds the trend line, and off it goes. And then it did break out through the 420 and popped up to close to the top of the channel, pulled back. Now it never did really get back to the trend line, though it did hold support on the 20-period moving average, 15-period moving average, which in this case is a strong holder for it. And so all these spots you could dip by here and here and here and here. This doesn't really give you an opportunity to dip by because you don't know if it's going, it's mid-channel. But it did stay in the trend, so you stay in the trade because the trend is your friend. So here was your dip buy areas. Here this just says no need to sell. You can let this run. But then it got up to this level here, the 526, and triple topped up there, and then boom, got whacked. And when it did get whacked, it broke down through the 20-period moving average and out of this rising channel. Now it tried to get back up to it and failed. Now you can see that this 20 is resistance for it, but it is in a downtrending channel. So the key then is not to buy the dip because you don't know where the bottom is. This thing just, maybe you could have bought it here but how do you know that's going to, run back up to 485? Got up to the top of the channel. This is a bearish hammer type gravestone pattern. Next candle's red. You need to get out of the trade. It's now forming a bear flag. So do you buy the dip? Is this the dip that you buy? I wouldn't, because the trend is down. And you just, as I say, you're just creating liquidity for the bag holders up here. this is a bear flag in here. This isn't a downtrending channel. You don't want to be buying stocks that are in a downtrending channel. It's bear flagging in here. Now it has made a little bit of a higher low, but that doesn't mean it's not still in a downtrending channel. So you want to trade the channels. This is trading up, failed here. Now it's trending down. So no point in buying this stock, because this could trade down to 425, 4. Now if it pops and breaks out of this channel and goes, through 5, and then maybe 5.25, sure, then it's back. Then it's game on for the long side. But until it does, you're trading against the trend.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Reach new levels of trading proficiency. Become a member at turbotrading.biz.